minutes, less than a day, because the scriptures say a day of the Lord, a day of the Lord is 1,000 years to me. So the joy of the hypocrite is short, man. The rulership of the wicked is short. The Assyrians, they ruled for a couple of 100 years. Babylon, they ruled for a couple of 100 years. Medo-Persian Empire ruled for a couple of 100 years. The Greeks ruled for a couple of 100 years. The Romans ruled for a couple of 100 years. Egypt ruled for a couple of 100 years. Spain, France, Britain, all ruled for a couple of 100 years. America, only a couple of 100 years. Israel, everlasting and forever.
This is Obadiah 17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall be a possession.
Oh, read it from the top.
But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance.
Upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. Zion, Hebrew word is to Zion, which means monument. Who is the monument of the Most High? Yasharahla, aka Israel. The people of North, South, Central America of indigenous descent, and you so-called Negroes in your descent. Deliverance is going to come to our people, starting with the elect. Okay?
And there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble.
The house of Jacob, which in this scripture is talking about Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, the southern kingdom. Read that part again.
And the house of Joseph a flame.
And the house of Joseph a flame. Joseph was the forefather, well, was the father, not the forefather, it's a lot. Joseph was the father of Manasseh and Ephraim. All right? But when scriptures talk about Joseph, it's synonymous with the tribe of Ephraim, because Ephraim became the head tribe. He became the head brother, because that was the order that the Most High set up.
All right, this Numbers 1 verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families. Numbers 1 and 32. Of the children of Joseph, namely the children of Ephraim.
That's just to prove to you when the scriptures speak about Joseph, it's talking about Ephraim. Precept upon precept, so you can get the understanding.
And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble.
So when the 12 tribes, the tabernacles of David comes back, Esau is going down, man. And you see that happening as we speak. All 12 tribes is coming back. All right, starting with the elect. They're waking up to who they are. So that means this so-called white man near future, very near future, is destruction.
And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau.
So what's this shit? I hear other Israelite groups talking about Esau can make it. What's this BS talking about Esau is going to be in the kingdom of heaven side by side with Israel? That's the only job Esau going to have in the kingdom of heaven is servitude. All right? Slavery. All right? Read that part again. Flames, fire. All right.
And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. and they shall kindle in them and devour